Well, let me start by welcoming everybody. I know it's been a long time since I did a video, long content, as you see from the title. Um, this is more going to be the why for this one. So, for people that are new, come across this, that's what it's going to be. But with that being said, I have an announcement to make. The announcement is that this channel would no longer be known as Rico's Lounge. The new name of the channel is the Rico Ecosystem. I'm going to explain that in a minute how we came to that because I have to pivot a little bit to bring it back to make it make sense. Okay? So, with that being said, I got the Inca Cola. I'm pop that open. That's just part of my shtick, if you will. So, how do we get here? Because you're going to see it on my social media platforms Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. How did I get that name? So, let's start back from my last video. So, my last video was Father's Day weekend. It was the Saturday before Father's Day. Now, people that watch my past content, and if you're new to the channel, go back. You can watch my older videos because I'm not gonna change that part because there's certain things I will always talk about. Father's Day weekend. It's usually not the best weekend for me, and that video, I still stand on business. I mean everything I say in that video. I'm not shaming away from it. It's just I just have to be honest with myself and be honest with my audience. I was not in the best space in the world. And then Father's Day came along. A few people told me Happy Father's Day. For the most part, I didn't really hear nobody tell me Happy Father's Day. It upset me, not gonna lie. But then again, should I really be celebrating Father's Day? You go back and check the Happy Father's Day to Deadbeat Dad. You can check that video. But that Sunday night, I learned something between Saturday and to that Sunday and that Sunday night. I really felt that nobody cared. And it's fine. I mean, I'm at a point where I'm just tired of apologies. I'm tired of excuses or the pivot back on to me why I shouldn't feel the way I feel. Keep it. I don't even care. But what I did do in response to that, I figured if my phone was not good enough to be reached out for Father's Day, then I just shut the whole operation down. I shut my phone off for a week. I shut it off completely. I shut it off. Boom, boom, boom. Shut it down. Shut it off. Completely off. And it was the best week of my life. Why, you say? Well, I was focusing on my cybersecurity certifications. I have surpassed the time frame that they normally give. I mean, I still have more to do. That'll be talked about in the next video. But I took the week to cultivate everything. I mean, I was in school for 8 hours. I took an old school, like I woke up, did an hour course here, 10-minute bathroom break, an hour meal break, and I felt the most accomplished for that week. That put me ahead by a country mile, if you will. And people were mad at me that I had my phone off. But guess what? It didn't work that Sunday, so why should it work for the rest of the week? That was my thought process. I might do it again. I just thought it was great. But I wanted to talk about how I'm just not happy in the career that I'm in. Just not. It's not the same fulfillment. I do like to help people, and I still want to maintain helping people. But the career I'm in now, it ain't it. Too much politics involved. And some of the people that know me in real life, you guys already know it's too much politics. And don't get it wrong, how we say in the 90s, whatever, whatever. Don't get it twisted. There's politics in everywhere you work. I already know, because somebody's going to jump in the comment section and say, well, there's politics everywhere. It's like, I get it. But everywhere that has politics, there's some politics I could do and some I can't do. And in the career field that I'm in now, I can't do the politics that it is anymore. I just can't do it. Excuse me. I still want to help people. And I always had a love for computers. I always had a thing about computers, communication, thing like that, because communication is important. I know it sounds like an oxymoron that I'm a person that shut off my phone, all that stuff. But I just felt that doing the AI prompting class, the AI essentials, and in the middle of cybersecurity, I have a pathway that I actually cultivated with AI. We'll get into that later. But I actually discussed this video with AI. And it gave me a format that I wanted to follow for the most part. But I still want to speak from my heart and the truth, my truth, if you will. I haven't been happy. And it's okay. It's a different type. It has nothing to do with, it's weird. We could chalk it up as depression. That's the easiest dismissal that it can be. But I know what the problem is. And I am making steps to correct that problem. I had an ex-girlfriend 20 years ago tell me, if you're going to keep complaining about something and don't change it, then you shouldn't complain. I took that advice to heart, and I still use it to this day. Maybe she'll come across this video, maybe she won't. I don't know. But I do want to thank her for that, because I realized through my career, I complained, but I didn't do nothing to change it. I'm watching everything and everybody around me evolving, and I felt that I'm not evolving at the same pace as my peers around me. It's kind of like that. I guess the best way to say it, it's like being left back. Like being left back in school. I don't think they do that no more, because it hurts people's feelings, blah blah blah. But there was a time where if you didn't pass the courses, you get left back, and that's just what it is. But during that week, I had my phone off, and I decided that I'm going to get these certifications. I'm going to make the moves to change the career that I want to do. Now, is it going to come with its own stresses? Probably. And do I want to run up the bag? Hell yeah, I want to run up the bag, because I don't want to be put in a box, if you will, or a box that's defined by somebody else. If I'm going to be in a box, it's going to be in a box that I define. And, kind of with that being said, that this is how and people know I've been different. I've been letting people know, giving subtle hints that I'm not that dude before Father's Day weekend. I'm not him. Not him no more. I approach things with a sense of urgency. Like, I really have, and my sister watches everything. So I know as she's watching and what I'm about to say, she's probably going to be like, oh, I have done more schoolwork. I have put in more hours of schoolwork than anybody has ever done before. Or I should say that I have done before. And I have approached this which with such sense of urgency that it's bigger. It's bigger than anything. It's just bigger than anything. And when I had this conversation with my mom, because I said I want to document the journey. I want to show people that they're not alone. Well, I didn't word it like that because I didn't understand it until right now. But my mom is like, you should just talk about it when it's done and everything else like that. And I agree with her. I do. This is not me disagreeing because she's probably going to watch this. It's just I wanted to give the perspective of you're not alone. And sometimes it's not about just the start to finish of the goal. It's the journey in between that makes it important, that makes it worthwhile. And to have people on the journey with me in this new ecosystem, this is it. Like, I can't look back. I got to go for what's mine. I cannot leave anything on the table, and people are so stuck in what the president's doing, with the people that got caught on the jumbotron cheating and all of that. I'm gonna talk about those things if you guys like. But what I like about this journey into the AI prompting and cybersecurity in the plan that I converse with AI is it's a solid plan, it's a solid path, it's a solid timetable, and it's a timetable that can always be tweaked, if you will. That's what I'm learning with AI, that it's kind of like a person. I mean, I know people gonna be in the comment section like, no, it's not the same, and I get it. This is just my perspective and my journey. That as I talk with AI and say, hey, I want to do it like this, and AI will have good ideas, but then I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea, but I want to tweak it just a little bit so I can, kind of put the authentic me in this. And that's the biggest component about this particular video. I want to give the authentic me in this. It feels good to let the audience know that I haven't been happy, but I am making moves to seek my happiness. I am making my moves to define who I am through my lens of what I see fit. Now, even if I fall short, that's fine, but at least I'm doing it my way. I'm not I'm not being defined by anybody else anymore. I'm not going to do it because the only person that loses and suffers in all of this is me. People say things, they do things, and they don't even give you a second or third thought, and they go on about their lives, and they don't give a fuck. But it's the truth. Can I be mad about it? Can I be resentful of it? Yeah, sure. That's the easy cop out way. But I just need to persevere and push through it. So, I just want to get some of that stuff off my chest. But the name change, because people are going to be curious about the name change. So the name change is something like this. I was so I'll talk a little bit about the technical real quick. So with the AI course, there's a little piece called AI prompting. So AI prompting is virtually like a conversation. And to get better at the conversation, they say you have to constantly talk to AI and it builds up a rapport. Sometimes you have to reteach it, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm going through that with the name thing, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I was telling AI that not only I'm practicing prompting and asking questions about cybersecurity, where it could break it down a little more simplistic for me. So I use it coincide with my courses, like like people in my mom's age bracket that would be cheating, and I always like to joke with my mom when I used to do the cheat codes on a video game, but like, Mom, it's not cheat code, it's not cheating, it's game enhancement. But actually, nowadays, they embrace AI in the technical world. But I was talking to AI, I was practicing AI prompting. So I used the channel that I have, the views that I have now, social media, this, that, everything else like that. And I guess the way that I conveyed my thoughts, my feelings, some of the logic, AI was saying, it sounds like an ecosystem. And I said, well, what would be a good name for a YouTube channel? Because I was sitting on that for a while. It's not saying that I hate the name, and I know some people got used to it, but I wanted something different. I wanted something more impactful for the name. So when AI was doing a bunch of ideas, the Rico ecosystem stuck out, and I said, "Oh, that's cool. It rhymes a little bit." I mean, it's one of those. I'm like, wow. And people talk about creating a movement or an empire. I even asked the AI the difference between an ecosystem and an empire. That's how much I've been practicing the prompting. And a lot of empires have came and went. An ecosystem has been the test of time. I mean, we're talking from the dinosaurs up to 2025. Now, asterisk, because I know some people don't believe dinosaurs are real. We're not doing that. We're not having that debate tonight. We can do that for a later day, maybe if I go live. Because I even talked to AI about how can I go about going live. I have an idea for it, but we're not going to share that today. But all in all, I just want to give a brief, I guess, of where I'm at, why the name change, because you're gonna see it. Because probably when I publish this video, you're gonna see a name change in it. But I promise the people that have subscribed, you're still gonna get the comical shorts. You're still gonna get the current events. It's just gonna be a little remix of my journey within it. Maybe within the YouTube channel, I'll do a playlist as far as this particular journey. And probably the next videos with the cybersecurity AI will be a little more informative and what worked for me and what doesn't. The celebrations, the failures, the real authentic journey. So, with that being said, welcome to the Rico ecosystem. And you got if you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. I got some shorts coming up. Probably ask AI how to break this video up into shorts, because I'm probably gonna maybe do a short on the introduction to the channel as well. But I know some people don't necessarily watch my shorts. They like the longer content that I do. So here we are, the longer content version of it and everything else like that. So if you are in your cars traveling, because that part I'm not going to change. If you're in your car traveling, safe travels, get to your destination, whatever little vice you're doing, and hope you enjoy, you're safe with it, everything else like that. And to my subscribers, my family, my friends, I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and understand the transition that I'm going through. It is not personal. It's not a personal attack with you. It's just I'm trying to figure out me. So it's not personal. It's one of those, it's not you, it's me, but I really mean that it's not you, it's me. So just understand, buckle up, and get ready for the ride. Thank you, and have a good night.